Hi and welcome to my greenhouse. It's the beginning of June now. As you can see, all the Sarracenia flowers are over now, bar some sort of latecomers. So I think Sarracenia is just about producing it. And there's a few Sarracenas outside that are sort of late to produce, but all the ones in the greenhouse now are basically done. But now we do have the beautiful traps and pictures of the actual Sarracenas. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour around just to show you what it looks like. It's actually quite windy today, so hopefully there's not too much wind noise on the camera. So one of my favourites here is Flavolata Redlid, sorry, Leuco Red Tube crossed with Fava Atropurpurea. This one is terribly difficult to actually get the camera to focus on because I think it's so dark. But it's really, really beautiful, that one is. I mean, the picture is just such a deep, dark red colour. There's another one. Let's try and get this one here. Really, really beautiful. We got some of my old Morris. It'll be Leucos crossed with Flava. I think this one is a that's a Flava Cupra, possibly crossed with Rubicorpora. And we've got this is a Flava Rubri crossed with a Lata Redlid. And again, the colouring and the veining on this is really, really beautiful. The lid is really coppery red colour there, with some deep red veinings, but still a little bit of green around the edges. And when they come out sort of green, go a little bit pink in the middle, and then at the top they are not massively coloured, but they gradually darken down the more sun that they get. This is one of my recent purchases, which is Adrian Slack crossed with Leuco. It's really, really beautiful, this one. Big, wide open pictures there. And some beautiful Leuco colouring on the top there. Really beautiful. Another fairly recent one is my Leucophila all green and white, which looks really, really beautiful here. Some beautiful colouring on the top there. Really, really beautiful, vivid green and white. There's a couple of them here. Look really, really beautiful. And some of their smaller ones. Now, Leucos normally produce their best traps for late autumn, but these are actually really beautiful. If we go here, here's my Mori Joanna Bullock. This is one of my favourite Moris. She's got a really beautiful, deep, purple-red throat to her, and the veining is so striking. Got some lovely ones of these. Got a couple more over there. They're absolutely beautiful, they really do. You might be able to hear it at the moment, but my greenhouse is absolutely sort of a buzz with bumblebees. You've got one here that's picking off the nectar from the flowers. So not from the flowers, from the pictures. They do keep falling in though. I seem to spend half my time when I'm in the greenhouse actually fishing them out of the traps. But they do absolutely love it. They really do. I can hear one stuck somewhere back there, which I'll go and rescue in a bit. We got some Githatic Sopas. Again, these start out really sort of white infill with red veining, and as the more the sun they get, the deeper and darker they get, which is really beautiful. This is one of my older Moris. I'm not quite sure when I got this one. It's not going to focus, there we go. But it's really tall. I think at the moment this is possibly the tallest trap in the greenhouse. Again, we've got another Flava Rubicorpora crossed with a Lata Redlid. Very nice one, this one. This is a really big, chunky chunky specimen, this one in a pot. Some more Morigiana bullocks. Really, really beautiful there. You dip inside here. Here's my little purpurea. She's doing really nicely. And also we've got some minors coming up here. Mine is quite late to come up. So you get Flava and Alata, the sort of first ones to come up, and then some of the later ones, Lucos and Rubras. But also, mine is also quite late to actually produce pictures. What else have we got? Oh, this is another one of my favourites. It's Flavolata Redlid. I mean, the red colouring in there is really stunning. Really, really beautiful. Hopefully that's coming out. If I persuade the camera to actually focus for once. If anybody's got any suggestions for decent Android camera apps, I'd love to hear them, because the one I've got is rubbish. It could just be my phone, I suppose. Here's one of my Orphelia. This is the heavily veined one, I think it is. But again, it's got beautiful sort of purpley red lips on the actual picture there, and the veining is really, really nice again. Looks really, really beautiful, that. This is another Orphelia. Less on the sort of the purple lips, but again, really, really heavily veined and looks really, really beautiful. Some more Jonah Bullocks back there. There's also Kimber Red Ruffles, but I'll show you a closer Kimber Red Ruffles when we get around to it. This is my Flava rubicorpora purple tube. Let's turn around so you can actually see her traps. I mean, look at that, for the lid on that is beautiful. And she'll keep that sort of green infill, but it does get darker and darker. But look at that. Really, really beautiful. And she has got really a purple coloured tube all the way down. So again, that's a really nice one. Here we go. Here's one of my Kimber Red Ruffles. Again, the veining on this is really, really beautiful. And she's got a really big, wide open trap. The coppery colour on the top there is really stunning. And you can see on the edge, hopefully you can see on the edge, it's just glistening with nectar. And she's huge. I mean, I've got not very big hands, but this is absolutely massive. And this one is even bigger. I mean, that is just such a massive, massive lid on that trap there. We've got some more back there. I think this one back here, that is my Flava Broadwalk. Again, it's a beautiful Flava shape with some really nice veining down the throat there. Really, really nice, that one. Oh gosh, just extricate myself from in there. What haven't we shown? Oh, got a big clump of Orphelia there. You can see all the bumblebees in here. There we go. There's another some more Morris. Come on, camera. Another Flavolata Redlid there. She's stubbornly resistant in actually focusing on. Back here is one of my original big fillers. She produces really, really delicate, dainty little pictures, this one. She just produced bigger pictures come autumn, but sort of the spring ones are definitely smaller. Really nice. Another bunch of Flavolata redlids. Some more of my Morris. This is the one where I think if you see my video from spring, she has the massive pinky red flowers. Really, really huge flowers on this one. Here back there is a bumblebee stuck somewhere. This is my Alata. Very delicate, nice sort of yellowy green pictures there with some quite fine veining. It's really nice, that one. This whole tray is some new ones I got. I got some more leucophilas or leucophila, depending on how you like to pronounce it. This is a, let's get the flower out of the way. This is a Flava all red. It really is very beautiful, this one. I can't actually see what this one is. Oh. This is a Polyflower Cupra. Oh, in fact, it's that one. Let's get the tag out. It is. No, actually, sorry. It's Flava rubicorpora claret. This one. Get in there here. That's really nice. That one. And there's your rubicorpora red body. Some more leuco crosses here. So you've got the lovely sort of leuco veining in there. I think that's one of my other leucos, my leuco red and white. I think that's a site location one. I think it's the Perdido gas station. I think I actually find the tag on that one. Here's another rubicorpora. Some beautiful, beautiful veining inside the picture there. And again, pull out, there's that, the red bodied, the rubicorpora, corpora being body. I think this is another one of my Adrian Slack crosses here. As you can see the slime trails from the slugs. They do seem to like to come out at night and go hunting for the nectar. So there's some really nice ones in there I bought. We pan across. I've been doing a bit of potting up, dividing. It's not ones in the greenhouse. They're way too far for actually doing the divisions now. There's slowed outside that's still... it's a little bit late, but I can just about get away with some of them for dividing. So I've got some of my old Morris here. Some ones up there, which I'm just sort of dividing up. I think these were Alata, Flava Alata redlid crosses. So I've got a few more in here. Again, just some general ones. I think this is a Mori cross of my own, a Flava leucophila, or leucophila. She's come out with some nice veining on that one. I'm quite pleased with that one. We've got a few sundews back there. They're not doing as well as they could. A lot of the flowers are blacking off and the tips are going a bit black as well. I think they're just getting a little bit too scorched in here. It has been quite unseasonably warm recently. And now we've got a whole tray of them here. These are the ones I've been potting up. I've got a few under the bench. Dividing. It's ridiculous actually, I've got far too many. So way too many for me to actually go through all of them. But it's some nice crosses, some seedlings I bought a long time ago. Some rubicorpora crossed with Cupra, Flava. And some really nice ones here. This tray's got some of the seedlings I've done myself. So I think again this is a, what is that little cross there? Wait a minute, I'll see if I can find the tag. It's a Leuco, okay, so this is a Leuco Flavolata redlid cross. So this one's mostly come out Leuco. Really, really nice though. But this one, not that one, this one. she's got the beautiful, come on camera, there we go. She's got the beautiful veining of Leucophila. And you look inside her lid there. Oh, come on. She's got the Flavolata red lid in there. I don't know where you can see that. It's decided to go out of focus again. I don't know what this camera uses to actually work out its focusing, but oh, come on. Come on, camera. Right, let's try and focus on something else. So it's got some really beautiful, that's it. You can see the red of Flavolata red lid in there with the Leuco colouring. Got some rubicrosses back there. My Rubigolfensis. Some other nice ones in here. Here's one of my rubras. This is my little Rubigolfensis. I really like this rubra. Keeps her traps really nicely throughout the winter. And the veining is just so fine and delicate. I mean, the traps themselves are very delicate, very fine. Not big like the flavas and things like that, and the morrows, but really fine, delicate traps. But the veining is just so beautiful and intricate. Some nice Bonata T-forms in there. We've got a few Venus flytraps that are flowering. Got my red ones at the front, Akairu. Not doing too badly. Again, here's some more crosses I've had for a while. And then I've got some more of my purpureas. I've got my really nice all green purpureas back here, so anthracene free. They're doing really well. I split these I think earlier in the year, so I've got two really nice plants there going really strongly. I've got a couple more down here. Again, really nice strong all green plants, really quite rare. I think it's doing quite well are my Sarracenia. As I said, Sarracenia is really late flowering, so here's a little flower stalk on this one, there's another one there. But these are doing really nicely. I did manage to split some of these last year. I do find splitting Sarracenia and Purpurea really difficult to split. They don't sort of seem to have that sort of linear rhizome that most of the other Sarracenias do. And they're really difficult to find where you can actually sort of break them and split them, so it's always a bit of a risk, I find. But she really is very beautiful, this one. Now I have been feeding her. Been feeding in a few sort of wood bugs and things, and that really seems to bump up the growth, because although all these guys down here, all the normal Sarracenias, they pick up lots and lots of flies, no trouble at all. Sarracenia being more of a ground hugging pitcher plant, the flying insects really aren't that excited by it, that attracted by it. And really what we should be, what they prefer and what they're more likely to catch are going to be sort of crawling insects that are going to crawl inside the sort of lobster traps and then get stuck. So actually feeding this one does really promote the growth, does really do well. If we can get in here, behind this lot we have all my collection of Darlingtonia, which are doing really well. They've flowered recently. We've got some beautiful new light green growth on here. Some really nice old traps there. So these are doing really well. Got some little seedlings. Got lots and lots of growths off the roots, off the stolons. I think they're stolons. Doing really well. Like I say, here's a few more. Got a couple of little sundews in here. So yeah, not doing too badly actually. I've got a few Utricularia here. This is subulata. Now what I did with these were actually sort of in other pots. Got little pink, little yellow flowers came up on little stalks. They were in other pots, so I've been sort of transplanting a few to some of their own pots. What I actually did with these is I've actually got clear plastic pots, or I think they're old plastic drinks containers. If I can just get this out carefully without breaking it, the pots are getting a bit fragile now. So I put them in a dark pot, but then I've got a clear pot actually inside that. So if I try and get it so the light is not reflecting too much on this, you can actually see down into the roots. Can we find a bit of shade? Oh, that's maybe a bit better. You can see right down into how they sort of go all the way down into the compost. And if you've got a fairly powerful magnifying glass, you can actually see inside the soil structure there the traps. So I thought that was a really nice way to sort of actually have them, so I can actually see them, because normally with Utricularia it's all subterranean or in water, and so you can't really see them. So that's I thought was really nice. And here's another quite nice plant we've got here. Let's see if we've got that one. This is my Lata black tube. So she's got really nice, really quite dark coloured tube there. It's not quite black. I think black is a bit of a overly used things for this, but she's got a beautiful red lid there, very much like Flava Lata red lid. So this is possibly maybe one of the red lids from Flava Lata. A few other nice ones I've got here. I've got a really nice big, I think this is a Puriphilia cross, so it's a Purpurea Arophilia cross. But the veining on this one is really beautiful. It's another really big sort of trap there. Some of the others though, same cross. They've come out quite a bit different. So this one's come out really quite pinky coloured in here, which is really rather nice. And some came out completely just all green. So quite a variety. I'll just quickly show you some of the things I've got outside. As I said, I've been doing a bit of potting up, splitting. So we've got another tray of there. Got a tray here of mostly Jithatic Sopas. If I quickly show you what's on the tables out here, you can see why I've had to do a lot of splitting. So I've got loads of little seedlings here from probably a couple of years ago. These are some of probably my own crosses. In fact, what are they? They are Purpurea crossed with, oh, I can't actually see what that one is. Got loads of little seedlings here, which are doing okay. I've recently put them out into several in a pot. Some things you can't see when you're in the greenhouse. If we're looking this way, I've got a load of seedlings again on the sort of the sunny side of the greenhouse here. You can see some of the plants in there. There's a load of seedlings in here, just because I have no space, and some really beautiful ones. But yeah, on the table here we've got there's a load of Rubigolfensis in here, a load of Flava Lata red lids. Unlike in the greenhouse, they're not colouring up quite as much out here just yet, but they will do. So a lot of these are quite late, so there's still a few flowers out, plants out here with flowers. This is all be Rubigolfensis. She's just finished flowering a few there. Oh, green flight, get rid of that. There's a load of Alatas in this tray that desperately need potting up. They are sort of splitting their pots, but there's so many Alatas, I just don't quite know what to do with them all. Don't know what this one is. It's something I've had quite a while. I think it's Catesbii cross. But actually it's quite nice. It bronzes up really beautifully. And then again we've got a load more in this tray. If variety of ones. These are some nice Cupra Rubical Porocrosses. I think some of these are Stavensi. These are Stavensi in here. Very delicate little Luco cross. So some of these are not really open yet. Come on, focus. It's been really windy out here recently. Some of the pictures that have come up, they've actually been sort of bent over and they've sort of creased them. Really quite, like I say, it's been really windy. Got a beautiful Joanna Bullock out here. Another Orphelia with the flower still. And then a few more little seedlings out there. So yeah, got not too many. I need to divide, or not divide, but I do need to divide some of these. Yes, it's a bit late, but the fact that they are basically split in the pots, it's probably it just needs to be done, because it doesn't do them much good when basically the rhizome hits the edge of the pot. So it's the lesser of two evils to do it a little bit late rather than not at all and have to wait the entire summer. And also, like I say, a lot of the ones here are quite delayed because they're outside, and so it's not so bad. I need to get some more benching out here and spread the trays a bit more so they're not quite so crowded. So I hope that was enjoyable. It certainly is really nice in the greenhouse at the moment. Like I say, when you come in here in the morning, and even just now when you come back into it, the smell, the sort of sweet scent of all the pitcher plants is really quite extraordinary. So if you like this sort of video, do give me a thumbs up and a like, and think about subscribing to my channel. Yeah, hopefully I will do another video fairly soon, just seeing how some more of the growth comes out and how more the pictures are like, and possibly go and rescue some of the bumblebees that have got stuck in the traps. So thank you for watching.